I need this to be called out for exactly what it is because it's been for too long that this stuff has been happening to me. What I've been facing has been being dismissed, ignored, and treated like it doesn't matter. I matter. My life matters. And the things that these people have been doing to me should matter to you. I've spoken the truth about the attempts on my life and about the poisoning of my body and mind, about the covert and malicious actions carried out against me. Yet too many people have turned a blind eye and acted if my words are exaggerated, as if my survival doesn't hold any weight to anybody else out here in the public but me. And even, yes, the seriousness of what I've endured that simply could be brushed off by the system. That is a disingenuous way to act, and it's very cruel to leave someone not only with the scars that these people have been confronting in my reality, when it's been nothing but a reality of evil that's laid out right in front of them. Your people are lacking the courage to confront this reality, and it's acting in a complete disingenuous way, not even taking me as a human being at all, and disregarding my life altogether. I'm not out here speaking lies. I'm here hitting an iceberg of a crime against me. And no, I don't know the extent of the crime that it goes to, but I'm not here just to cry wolf. I'm here laying out facts, discovering through the pain and the meticulous trials that these people have been taking over my life, invading it, violating it, and threatening my livelihood and my life. And anyone who truly valued me would recognize that immediately. Because the truth is out. When someone loves you and really loves you, you don't have to beg for them to see you. You don't have to you wouldn't have to have their disingenuous ways to be questioning their contents of character. Their character will come to you true, not something that you have to fight for. So if that doesn't speak to the truth already as it is, I shouldn't have to plead for you or anybody else to believe me. You don't have to live in a constant state of fear, doubt of a reality in order to offer protection or to be their ally in a willingness to stand by my side. If love is real, you should never have to question the way I've had to question every so called friend, every so called family member, and every so called ally in this storm against me. That in itself, this constant need to question, tells the story of betrayal clearer than anything else ever could. So let me be clear. Ignoring me and the severity of this situation doesn't erase what's been done to me. Pretending it hasn't happened or is not happening does not make the attempts on my life just simply disappear. Looking away while I've been poisoned, stalked, misaligned, and suggesting to its magnitude since I was a kid doesn't break down or cleanse your conscience. It shows a way that you're being disingenuous to a situation that's real. And it shows me exactly who is genuine and who is hiding behind their cowardice, comfort, and complicity. I'm here to speak my truth and tell my truth, and I have every right to fight for my life, my livelihood, my heart, my future, my jobs, and a love life that I wasn't even allowed to have because them poisoning me and creating this proxy war over my life. And so, no matter how long people choose to ignore me, the truth will not fade. You're not going to cover up God's eyes with your little rugs or sweep this under the rug in the end. The truth will not fade. And the truth doesn't need anybody to stand by the truth in order to stand alone. So I will not die so long as I can help it. And I will not let that truth die with me right here alone inside of this. But these people are acting like thug life all over my life, and they're acting complicit to the crime instead of helping me within the crimes that are happening to me. You're being disingenuous towards me to come out here and speak my piece and to speak what's happened to me because it's been forever. And if you can't think to yourself that I would be like 100 G's ahead if these things weren't happening to me, or that I'd possibly even be a millionaire by now. You're not taking it into consideration as to who I even am, and nor do you, or show that you give a damn. People call me from the city acting like they can just go ahead and shut you out and shut you off. And then when you do answer, they're just talking to you like you're a damn message to be left and then just hanging up on you. It's disingenuous. You're not even offering a slightest conversation about the ways that these people have been taking over my life and what they've been doing with my life this entire time. So I'm calling it out for the way I see it because these have been attempts of murder over my life, and not only murder of my life, but murder of my mind, my agility, my sense of self, my jobs, and my right to have a love life and own my identity without these trolls and these smear campaigns and all of the slander that I've received. It's disingenuous. And if you can't take out a conversation and call me with an actual ability to be human, you shouldn't be calling me at all. And if you have a job working in the system anywhere, and if you're going to be this disingenuous, you don't deserve the job that you already do have. You're not dealing with attempted murder and all of these things. What are you doing when you suggestively just call a person and you can't even have a forthright conversation with that person? What do you call it? I call it being disingenuous. You're acting in a way that's disingenuous to what could be and what could actually be allowed to have happen out here in the world. Because as far as my heartworks are concerned and what I've been trying to take out here is a known cure for the brokenhearted and the silenced souls, and to take out the voice out of the voiceless, out of people who are still alive, that feel like they've been so shut out of their own lives. So I'm hoping to take out music that flips the systems on its own butt, because it should be shaking the industry and breaking chains in the way to free minds and spirits and souls. And even, yes, people like Andrew Tate to even be able to see greater into the vision that I have and back it and amplify it. So I would like to call out for financial freedom and to build that kind of land to space inside of the world and inside of minds of men, women, and children, to build that space of healing, to fund missions that truly matter and that can take out the best type of life that could be lived. Not to be allowing for these things to happen and not allowing for the systems to be so complicit with the disingenuous, because that's all it is. It's very disingenuous for people that actually want to build financial freedom and to actually align their truest heart's core to what matters in life. Not live in squalor, not live in residential places to like pay rent and just hustle each and every single place of their life to just barely be able to even afford to feed themselves, let alone if they have kids and feed their own kids. These things shouldn't be so hard pressed in the world to where there's just such poverty, because poverty would not exist in a true free living society. I truly believe that, because your divine time along with your hustle and you planting those seeds as fast and strong and unstoppable as possible can take the world from where we're at today to be able to live great lives. Not just align with the wicked and the evil that's out here, but if you guys can't let people be because they want to believe in Jesus Christ or what have you, it shouldn't be a matter of what they believe in. It should be a matter of being forthright and upright as standing people that recognize a true heart warrior for what they are. Because I've been one that's been rising up from the ashes that other people have been trying to settle the scores that they've been taking in their own affairs and psychological warfares to take against me. And I've been trying to take that pain and transform it into power. So you guys should let me do me as I would let you do you. You want to be evil, be evil. but you're acting in a way which is completely disingenuous, and and you're blocking people from being able to allow that raw and flowing creativity into the world in songs, books, movements, missions, and their own artwork. So we should be able to move in justice where every crime exposed is reversed and proved as the miracle of survival. Not to be taken away from that, not to be shaken further out of that because I've been shaken out of my reality for long enough. Where I choose to live and love should be able to be moved freely and without the chains that these people want to craftily put upon me because of their own affairs and because of their psychological manipulation and poisonings and whatever. But to not recognize a crime for what it is and not to be able to be moving in that way, you're acting in a way which is disingenuous, and you're not going to cover up the truth from God's eyes, and you're not going to cover up the truth from me any longer. So, this is for those who want to also see the isolated begin to be in a place in the world where they can truly feel their belonging, their calling, feel free to have true family and friendships and camaraderie that lasts a lifetime, where they can create awesome memories and create joy, laughter, music, and healing that can ripple out to touch millions of others' lives, to grow up a mission to be real bright, real unique, and outshine these these expectations out here where people are just supposed to roll up and roll off over into an early grave. But what they've done to me is absolutely hideous, and you not recognizing it when you work within the law or you work within the systems, you're acting in a way which is disingenuous. That's the biggest part of what I'm saying here. Is it's very disingenuous of you to be able to work in that way because these are regarding attempts on my life to sabotage not only my life in a timely of like a week or two. This is all of my life. They've been poisoning me for. So you're not recognizing those things simply because you want to call it depression or anxiety or schizophrenia or anything else that you have no uh, actual tests to prove as such. You're acting in a way which is completely wrong, just to ignore the severity of a situation that I'm truly in and telling the truth of my discovery, having called back my energy as anyone would have had the right to do. So these people that want to move about my life and create these smear campaigns and slander, they're weak. They're acting completely covert and they're just weak. They're weak, insipidous minds of the world, and you as well know the fuck well that's what's happened here. Just hearing me for the little bit of time that this video is, you should be able to recognize a crime for what it is. I'm telling the truth about what's going on here and what's regarded my life ever since my childhood, and I deserve my livelihood. I deserve the agility of my own mind not being poisoned up, not having psychological warfare attacks, not having affairs be planted in my life for further psychological attack for their poisoning ways so that they can indemnify their crimes against me. I deserve my identity and I deserve me, the origination of me. And if they don't want to let me to it and you don't want to let me to it and you want to leave me hard pressed and talk to me as if I'm some kind of recorder, you're acting in a way that's very disingenuous. And you the fuck well know it.